Hi, I want to talk about Catherine O'Hara's most underrated role because I could talk about how I like her in the Beetlejuice films, but I feel like I wouldn't have much to say. I feel like a lot of why she's good in those movies has already been discussed a lot. Uh, Catherine O'Hara has a really wonderful role in one of the greatest films that I've ever seen, so I really want to talk about it. And it is a voice role, and it's not a very big role, but it's definitely worth talking about. My second favorite film is When Marnie Was There, which is a film that I have a very strong connection to because it's the film that I feel like I can relate to the most. And it really speaks to me on such a deeply personal level. And Catherine O'Hara does have a voice role uh, in the film, and it's not a huge role in the sense that she doesn't have too many lines or anything like that. Um, and normally, when a celebrity has a voice role in animated film for just a few lines, I often feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense. It feels like it's a waste of money and stuff like that. But there are cases where a celebrity can leave such a big impact without getting that much to do that it does feel worth it. And I do think that's the case for Catherine O'Hara in When Marnie Was There. Uh, the film has a lot of wonderful scenes that have such a deeply strong impact on me that continue to have passionate feelings in my life years after having first seen it. Um, and one of my favorite scenes does involve Catherine O'Hara's role in the film. And it's an amazing film, and I do not want to give away what happens in the film. Catherine O'Hara's role does show up very late into the film, but it's a very beautifully emotional scene, and it is so deeply impactful, and it's a scene that really pulls on the heartstrings, and it's a scene that has only grown for me upon rewatch and has really spoken to me even more as the years have gone on. And the words that Catherine O'Hara got to say are very emotionally powerful, and what she gets to do happens very late into the film, but such an amazing film that it is definitely worth watching. And what she got to do was really incredible. And I do think it was worth getting a celebrity as famous as Catherine O'Hara for the scene because it is such a wonderful scene that really has a lot to say about the eternal impact that a family member can make on somebody. And it really speaks to me in such a deeply wonderful way that I felt like I needed to hear at the time, and I really love it a lot. So I feel like there are a lot of big films that Catherine O'Hara is remembered for. I feel like people have a lot to say about Home Alone and stuff like that, but I wanted to highlight a role of hers that doesn't get a lot of attention. And I understand why, because it's not a very big role, but it does have a very meaningful impact. So it's definitely worth listening to.